All right, let's bring in Connor Ingram now. Proud Sasky Kitty is in Nashville in the bubble. Drove all the way down there, and former Kamloops Blazers, of course. How you doing, Connor?
Living life, living in the hotel room.
How is that going for you?
It's a little different. There's not much you can do, really. Just go to the rink and come home every day, basically.
And you're going to be doing that for a while. But let's walk it back a little bit, because I follow you on Twitter, saw that you were making the long drive from Saskatchewan to Nashville. How was that drive, and how did you fill the time?
It was long. I think I did 13 hours the first day and then 14 the next. I stopped in Minneapolis and spent the night and then finished it the next day. So it was long. Went through a lot of podcasts. By the end of it, I was just listening to Dateline episodes, just trying to get through it.
Hey, is that Dateline has its own app? That's what I see? It's my favorite show, but I just watch it on NBC. Are you watching the app, or how are you watching that?
No, they do them as podcasts. So it's just on your podcast app. It's just a normal episode. You just can't see anything. So it takes the time up pretty well, actually.
Well, Keith Morrison's voice would be very soothing while you're in the car. What other podcast did you listen to on that road trip?
I listened to you guys for a couple, and then I listened to the Pat McAfee show from Indy there. I like him. I kind of like what he does. I respect him a lot for giving up all that money just to kind of do what he loves, and basically anything to get me through. I was going through all of them there for a little bit. It's a long drive to just have nothing to do.
Well, you were original draft choice of the Tampa Bay Lightning. Did you make the drive from Saskatchewan to Tampa at any time?
No, I never drove to Tampa. I drove home from Syracuse one time, but that was it. I never made it to Tampa ever with my car.
And one more non-hockey question. When you got to the border, pardon me, how did that go? What did you tell them? I'm a goalie for the Nashville Predators. Let me in. How did that go?
It was pretty easy, actually. Before I left, I got a big pamphlet from Nashville that kind of just said that I played for the team and they needed my services, kind of thing. The only thing that gave me trouble was my visa was from Tampa from before I got traded, so I had this big pamphlet from Nashville, and the guy kind of questioned why my visa was from the Tampa Bay Lightning and not the Nashville Predators. That was the only problem I had.
He was just tricking you. I'm sure he probably really didn't care. So you're in Nashville and you're getting ready for the resumption of the NHL season with some expanded rosters here. So can you tell me how the workouts have gone so far?
It's been good. I guess camp really only started here on Monday, so we've only had 3 days. And it's been good. It's different. I think the NHL is doing everything they can to kind of keep players safe. We get tested every morning, and then when we get to the rink, they take our temperature, and you got to wear a mask everywhere you go. So they're doing a really good job of it, and I think as hard as it is, they've done a good job kind of making it similar. I know here at least we're just trying to simulate a normal kind of week, normal kind of game situation. So we've been practicing early in the morning because our first 3 games are at 11 and 11:30, I think. So we've just kind of been trying to simulate game days and get back into it here.
So you're split up into 2 groups, I understand. That's what I'm seeing with the coverage of NHL teams. Has it been explained to you why certain guys are in certain groups?
Here, they just basically have the normal team or who was on the roster kind of when they shut down, and then us extras skate after or before, just trying to, I guess, just do whatever they do and be part of it. But I think you're trying to cut down, especially you can't have 35 guys and 4 goalies out there for practice. It takes up too much time and space.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I got that. So what's the vibe on those early start times? This is like minor hockey tournaments feel, I would think. Are you guys excited about that?
It's different. I know we did it in the Dub, and we do it a little bit in the American League. We play those school day games at 10 a.m. or whatever they are. But I think Boston, I always see them play in the afternoon. I think they're about the only ones that really do it. It's different for sure, but there's nothing you can really do about it. With that many teams and that many games going on, you're going to have to play at some funky times.
I think they called it hooky for hockey, did they not, Darren?
Yeah,
in some places they did. Yeah, and they filled the barns for it. It's absolutely awesome. Now, you're not going to have that, though, Connor. So what are the guys saying about playing in an empty crowd? What you're practicing in right now is kind of what the games are going to be like. What are the guys saying about that?
Yeah, it's different. They told us that if you're the home team or things like that, when you score, you'll get your kind of goal song. So they're doing whatever they can to make it feel like a normal thing. But apparently there'll be crowd noise and music in between whistles, just like normal. So it's going to be different, but it's the world we live in right now. I feel bad almost just sitting here for not wearing my mask even.
Well, nobody's watching. You're good. Mad Max, our summer student, says, "Hey, Connor, your humor on Twitter is up there with the best in hockey. Which of your new teammates in Smashville challenges you, or do you think you could challenge for the title of the funniest tweeter?" Is that in the NHL, Max, or the Predators? What are you saying? Yes. Are you the funniest guy on Twitter in the NHL?
I don't think so. I'm not in the NHL, so I don't know if that counts.
Boom!
But he's in the roster.
Hey?
He's on the roster.
Yeah, you're there. Yeah, you're getting paid. Oh, look at Max just turned red as a tomato. Way to go, Connor. Any thoughts on the Coyotes matchup here in the play-in round?
Yeah, it'd be good. I don't know. I'll have to watch some video and kind of see what's going on, but should be fun. Should be exciting. I skate with Darcy sometimes in the summer, so I know he's pretty good, and it's going to be a challenge there. But I think it's different. I don't think you can do anything about it at this point. It's weird. It's like playing in the Mem Cup almost. You kind of just get there and got to do it. You don't have much time, and it might take one game to win a series at this point. You never know how guys are going to be. Saw a lot of people talking about how guys who have the talent might take over right now just because they can do it and they don't have to be in a groove or anything like that. So it's going to be weird, but we'll see how it goes.
What's the vibe around the guy? Are they excited and enthusiastic and bubbly about playing, or like Kevin BX has said, half NHL players don't want to play at all? What is the vibe amongst the guys?
It seems good right now. I think it's like people always say it when they retire, they don't miss the game, they miss being around the people. So it's I know just sitting in the room, it's nice to just sit there after practice and kind of talk with your friends. It's almost what you miss more than the game. But I think guys are ready to get back at it, and this is what we do for a living now. So I think guys are pretty excited to play hockey again.
Exactly. It's your job. And lastly, let's clarify this. Every website I've gone, Elite Prospects, Hockey DB, it all says Saskatoon for Connor Ingram. Do we need to get it changed to Imperial? Am I correct in that? Do we need to make that happen?
Yeah, Imperial's my home for sure. Always has, always will be. But I was born in Saskatoon, so I think that's what most people go off of. But no, Imperial's home. I was looking at your little desk there. I like that you got the Thunder helmet on there.
Which one? Oh, right up here. That was a gift of the Thunder. Yeah, absolutely. From the head coach, Scott McCauley, by the way, too. What do you like the best of Imperial Saskatchewan, by the way, before I let you go?
I like just going home. It's a good way to get away. Mom and Dad still have the house at home and put a lot of work into it, so it's good to go home and just be around, and you don't have to worry about anything. You can just kind of go do whatever you want. It's people always laugh when I tell them about Imperial. Graduated with 6 kids. I think our school had 80 when I graduated. It's home and it's normal to me. I still don't like being in big cities, so you'll never catch me on a vacation in New York City.
Well, you're going there for work. Nashville has somewhat of a nice small town feel. My old roommate, Bobby Krawchuk, by the way, when I was the voice of the PA Raiders, is from Imperial, but he's long before your time. Your parents might know him. From producer Clark, he just has one for you. He says, Connor spent time with the Kamloops Blazers and the World Juniors. What did the World Junior experience do for you as your growth as a goalie?
I think it made me Canada's #1 enemy. I think I let in 2 goals on 3 shots. I don't think the country liked me very much.
Hey, but that made you tougher, right? You've rebounded from it.
Well, that's what I always say. I say if you can make it through that, you'll make it through everything, basically. I think that for Canada, that's about as big as hockey gets. And I stumbled on the biggest stage, but woke up the next day, the sun came up, and we kept on moving.
I don't remember it that way. Yeah, flush that. I don't remember it as bad. Connor, thanks for this. Go Preds. Appreciate the time, my man. Stay safe and good luck moving forward.
Yeah, thank you.
Imperial Saskatchewan's Connor Ingram joining us. Nice job, Clark, on lining that up from Nashville. So the guy in his hotel.
You're watching Rod Pedersen On Demand. For more of The Rod Pedersen Show, visit rodpedersen.com or follow Rod Pedersen on social media.